All right. Hey, listeners. This is Two Writers Walk Into a Bar podcast. Yes, we know it's the start of a good joke, and that's why we like this title. I'm Angela Ruiz, and I write young adult fantasy, young adult fiction. And my co host, say
My name
hello.
is Ken Snyder. How you doing? I write in the fantasy genre also. I have two magazine produced or published pieces. Um,
Yes. I'm
one's
so excited.
one's called Tenson's Edge on flashfiction.com. And we'll have the link down below.
Yes.
And then I have an upcoming one in West of Dodge, which is an anthology from the Saddlebag Dispatches magazine. So,
Yes, it's so
yes,
exciting. I'm so excited for you.
for sure.
So, Ken and I are critique partners.
We are.
That's how we met. That's how we actually met on critiquematch.com. So, as writers, you know you need a critique partner. If you don't know, you need a critique partner. You
Absolutely.
need someone, you need fresh eyes to read your work because you've read it so many times, it's hard to see the flaws. It's hard to
Absolutely.
see the echoes, all that shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, you really do need someone that can read it for the first time with fresh eyes and be able to tell you, what you can fix or what isn't
Yeah.
working.
It's
Yeah.
super important. You miss so much stuff.
Yes.
You get so dug into your own work that sometimes stuff just flies over your head. So
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
else, yeah, you need
Yeah.
somebody else to look at your
Ken
work.
has taught me to have thick skin,
Yes,
which you do need to have as a writer. So you probably already know this, I'm sure.
100%.
But so fun fact about Ken. So on critiquematch.com, we recommend that website because that's how we met. But
Absolutely.
you get to go and invite other writers. And Ken was like in the top three. I went on there. I had no idea. It was the first time using this website. I reached out to three writers. Ken was one of them, and he was the first one that answered back right away and threw his first chapter in my face. I was like, "Oh shit, that was fast. Okay,
Hell
fun."
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you've come a long way. I think we both have.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We've leaps and bounds above what we both sent each other at the beginning. Holy
I
crap.
know.
Jesus.
I know. It's like I still remember. And this is nothing on Ken, And if you're a newbie writer, this might be something that you're doing that I had caught on right away. And I know it's not bad to say, but when you would introduce the character, it was like a cop reading The Suspect, white male in his 40s.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And I think, and I'm such a bitch, I think I sent you the quote from George R. R. Martin's The Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I think I still can't believe I did that. I think I sent you when because George R. R. Martin, when he described
Oh, yeah.
Stannis, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
like just fucking poetry, okay?
Oh,
And I
yeah.
was like,
Brilliant.
so this is like another way to introduce your characters.
Yeah, exactly.
And you were so great. You weren't like this bitch, or
No.
maybe you were. I don't know.
No, I don't. I wanted to get the hard fucking truth. Like, hit me in the face with the truth. Don't sugarcoat shit.
Yes, that's one thing why Ken and I think we get along is because we're always just like, don't sugarcoat it, give it to us. So
Yeah.
we want to share. The whole point of our podcast here is that we want to share what we have brought for each other. So we want you guys to send in your query letter and your first page. You can email it to twowritersinabar at gmail.com. So twowritersinabar at gmail.com. Send us your query letter, send us your first page, and we will critique them on air. So just please know that if you do send it to us, you can be anonymous if you want. I mean, if you don't want us to give your name, but if you don't, also share with us any social media where our listeners can find you. Maybe they might want to follow you. Maybe they might like your book and they want to like support you. So we are all here. We are here to support you, and we're not gonna we're not gonna be assholes on our critiques.
No, we'll try not to. No, we won't. I'm joking. I'm kidding.
No,
We'll be cool. I promise.
no, because we want to help. We know what it's like. We have critiqued each other's query
Look,
letters.
Don't tell anybody, but when I first started, I didn't even put quotations next to my dialogue
Oh, no.
when I first started. So that's my little secret. But
Yeah. So see, so you know what? We've all been there. We've all, we
yeah,
all started somewhere, and so
you
we
got to
just
start
want,
somewhere.
yeah. So
Yeah,
the point of our podcast is, yeah. So send us their your query, your first page, and we'll read it and we'll give our critique. And
we'll try
also,
to
we
help you
want,
out. Yeah.
yeah, and we're gonna talk writing, everything about writing.
Yep.
Story structure, the different structures that are out there that you can use, character development, character arc, voice.
All pieces of the lasagna, the writing lasagna. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, here's a great
dialogue,
analogy.
introspection, the whole shebang. We go through it
Yeah.
all.
And then you had a really cool idea. You want to share your idea?
Yeah, I was thinking about like a summer book club type deal where we can pick a certain book. You can read along. We'll go through a chapter, and we'll just roll through the thing, and point out different stuff that pops out to us about the characters, the structure, all that
Yeah.
fun stuff.
Yeah, what we love about it, what's working, why it
Yeah,
works, why they're published, and I'm not. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
So that we can learn with each other. This is just going to be a learning and celebrating each other in our writing journey.
for sure.
Ken is my ride or die. I think we said this from the very beginning. We're like, ride or
Yep,
die, we're going to get published. That's our
we're getting
goal.
published or
We are getting
death.
traditionally published.
Period.
Traditionally published. We are, you're published already. It's fine. Just kidding.
I know.
But I will say though that Ken, when you started writing, the first post you sent me, because you've switched genres, and I
I
think we
have.
should talk about that probably in the podcast. Sometimes you might be writing in the wrong genre
That's very
because
true.
Ken has beautiful prose and poetry, and the book that he was trying to write, it just wasn't. I felt like it wasn't matching until I think
No.
I brought up fantasy
Yeah.
and was like, I think you should write fantasy.
Yeah. I think fantasy just works better for me. I've
The
always loved it
way,
growing up, so
mm-hmm. Yeah, and
makes
there's the
sense.
way that you write. It felt like it finally like matched.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
matched.
Yeah, it's
So
perfect.
yeah, so we are excited to start this podcast and celebrate you guys and
Oh
learn
yeah.
together. And so another fun thing that we want to add is if you guys, we know that the title of our podcast is the start of a good joke. Two writers walk into a bar, and we need you guys to finish that joke. Write in the ending of that joke, send it to our email, twowritersinabar@gmail.com, and we will end the show with your joke.
Hell yeah. That'll be
Because,
cool.
writing is serious, but we don't take ourselves serious, right?
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we've learned that we can just be our silly selves, and that the writing is really where obviously needs to be serious.
For sure.
So we are excited to start this journey. We hope you guys can follow along. We are going to set up an Instagram page. We're going to set up a Twitter, and we will also have a YouTube that we're going to post these. So if you want to watch, maybe you're not a listener, maybe you're a watcher. We don't judge. Okay.
No, you do you.
You do you. Okay. So we'll drop those. We'll drop our links soon. We're going to drop Ken's links. Read his stuff, you guys. His stuff is fucking amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, he got published in a magazine. And by the way, I helped critique that. So,
She did. She did. It's
I'm
true.
not trying to take credit. I would never take credit. But,
No, she's helped me immensely along the way, so she can take some credit.
just a little smidge. Like, I critiqued that.
Yeah.
Until
sure.
we've got it to the editors, and that's a whole different ballgame. But anyway,
Yeah.
so we're let's wait for our podcast. We're hoping to drop it in the next couple of weeks. We can't wait. We're super excited to share this with you guys, and
Absolutely.
hopefully, if you get published, we'll celebrate with you. You know
Hell
what?
yeah.
Get your agent, and your query letter made it, got you an agent. Let us know. We'll celebrate with you. So yeah,
Absolutely.
we're excited. I can't wait. Anything you want to add, Ken? You want to sign
Nope.
us off?
That's about it. That's all I got.
All right, guys. So we will see you guys in a couple weeks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
And that's it for today's episode, friends. Please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube under Two Writers Walk Into a Bar podcast. Our YouTube episodes will upload on Thursdays, the day after the show airs, if you want to watch. And if you want your query letter and the first 3 pages critiqued and read on air by us, send them to our email at twowritersinabar@gmail.com. Remember, we are here to help, inspire, and celebrate. Two Writers Walk Into a Bar podcast is produced by the Brava Media Group.